Visionaries, welcome back for another trivia night. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. And I was here a little bit earlier, so thank you for joining me back if you are back for a second time. Today, we're going to do some Las Vegas trivia and movie trivia. I'm super excited, so we're going to wait a little bit for folks to get in here on the planet, meet each other up, and then we'll get started. So welcome in. As you come in, please do hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate you being on the planet today. And I'm also going to ask you guys how everything went in your wonderful day. So come on in, enjoy yourself, and we'll get started in a few moments. Welcome in, everybody. As you come in, thank you for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you for being on the planet. It's been a while since I've been here. I was here earlier as well, so definitely come on in and enjoy some time. And thank you so much for being here. And you will hear some noise in the background. My family is playing some kind of game, and my husband was just grunting with excitement. So you might hear him and Ells in the background as well. Hey NASCAR 9012, what's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? As you come in, please do hit that thumbs up. We'll get started with trivia in a little while once we have a critical mass. Thank you so much for being in the house. How are you doing? Awesome. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here. And you'll see Batissimo welcoming you in as you come in. Really appreciate it. And thank you in advance again for hitting that thumbs up as you come in. More folks will be rolling in and then we can get going with the trivia. But if there are folks here that you have not met up as they start to come in, please do meet each other up as well. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. As you come in, please do hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate you guys being here. And we will get going with some trivia in a little bit as folks come in. Welcome in, Vibes Queen. How you doing, Queen? So good to see you. How are you as you come in? Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. I'm so happy to see you. It's been a while since I've been on YT. So just getting back in the swing of things. And we're definitely going to have a trivia night as folks come on in. So definitely thank you for being here. How are you? How's everything going? Awesome. Yes, happy to have you here. Happy to see you. I'm glad things are going well for you. I was away for a while, but yeah, just making sure that I get back connected with you guys. So I thank you for being here. Yeah, just getting into some projects outside of YT. So it took away some of the time that I have for YT. So good to see you, DMV Dining Viva. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna do some trivia in a little bit, guys, as we get going. More folks come on in. So if there are folks that you have not met up before, please do so. Really appreciate you guys being on the planet today. Yeah, she definitely got to take that needed break sometimes. So, but I was missing you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get back on and see my YT family. So, I'm definitely going to try to be here on a more regular basis going forward. Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Glad to see you guys. Awesome, awesome. And as more folks roll in, we're going to do some trivia. So I got some, I'm not sure if you guys have been to Las Vegas before, but I have some Las Vegas trivia and then movie trivia too. Who doesn't love movies? So hopefully you guys will like that. And then as I've done before, all of the questions are kind of going to be in picture format. So you'll see a picture of a place in Vegas or a picture of a film, and then you let me know, you guess what it is, where it is, all that. So it should be fun. So Mr. Mel hasn't been on as often either. Oh, okay. Yeah, so hopefully he's all good and he'll be back soon because, yep, I've been missing his live streams as well. So hopefully he'll be back and everybody will be rolling. I was on earlier today and some folks were in here and we were just talking about YouTube and motivation and CV, which I'm gonna call that health scare that's out there right now. Because if you do create content on YT, you have to not say what that thing's name is, or they'll demonetize your videos. So you have to say CV or something like that, a code name for that health challenge that's going on around the world right now. Y'all know what I mean. So yeah, hopefully Mr. Bella Vice will be back in the swing of things, and we'll get to see him soon. Because yeah, I definitely love being there in the chat with you guys and interacting with him. He's awesome in general, awesome creator, all that. So yeah, I initially heard that the videos would be demonetized from a Las Vegas blogger that I watched, and he said that he had it in the title of one of his videos. He was talking about it in one of the videos, and then in a more recent video, like a couple of days ago, he was saying that they demonetized the video because he even mentioned it. So he just addresses it as CV instead of what it actually is. And I guess it's something in the YouTube terms of service that says that creators shouldn't create content around human tragedy. And so no matter what side of the, I don't know, the topic you're coming from, even if you're not exploiting it or whatever, I don't know, they just don't think that it can be monetized. Like advertisers probably say they don't want to have their ads on the video if you're talking about it in any sort of way. So it is what it is. So just a word to you guys, if you're making videos and you mention it at all, to just say something that means that, but not the actual word. Yeah, that does. So because it's like every other day is something new that we have to learn about being on YT, and we're going to be a YT creator. And then it's interesting as a creator and someone that watches content too, like just knowing inside knowledge about what it takes to create this stuff. You have a new appreciation for the stuff you watch on here, because it's like it takes work, and then you got to know to use this, all that kind of stuff. So it's really interesting. Sure. Yeah, it is a big topic to cover, and some people are doing like comedic memes about it, or just talking about it in general and preventative measures, so they're not capitalizing, like saying stuff about it in a derogatory way or scary way or anything like that. They're just on here to inform, and I'm sure that, you know, they're having that trouble as well. So if you're going to cover the topic at all, you just have to not say the word, I guess. I guess that's what's triggering the algorithm to flag the video or not, or maybe it's the word just being in the title or being in the keywords for the video. I'm not sure how, because earlier on today, when I was here talking about it, Sean and Casey on Vacay Mode, they have a channel, and they were talking about how one of their videos were demonetized because they were talking about it in context of traveling, being on a cruise, you know, what you might encounter when you're traveling, how do you, I think, precautionary measures about it, traveling and stuff like that. So they were coming from an informative perspective, and they still got a ding from YouTube, and I think they disputed it being demonetized, so I'm not sure the outcome, but yeah, that's crazy. Just by using the word in any description, then yeah, that makes sense. And then I know that YouTube does automatic captioning for videos, and you obviously have to edit the captions because most of the time that automatic captioning thing has words totally wrong, words that you're not even saying in there, so it might have picked it up from that as well, that sort of thing. So it's interesting. It's an interesting process for sure. It's like, um, you never know what YT is gonna throw at you next. It's so funny. This is so funny because I'm looking at my chat on the phone as well as on StreamYard, and it is some of the comments aren't showing up on my phone, so that's not going to be a good thing, especially when we start the trivia. Folks are making comments and stuff, and I can't see them. So let's see, because it stops at Vibes Queen's last comment on my phone. Oh, you know what? I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I see DMV Dining Viva. I'm looking at the chat from my Absolute Venus, or no, from my Venus Eats channel, and you must be on my Absolute Venus channel. So that's why I'm only seeing Vibes Queen's um, comments below, because I'm on my Venus Eats channel on my phone. So that's why. But I can see y'all answers here, or your responses here. So Vibes Queen, you probably are not seeing DMV Diamond Diva, and vice versa. DMV Diamond Diva, you're not seeing Vibes Queen. So if you guys want to just be in the Venus Eat stream all together, then you could do that. If you want to switch rooms, DMV, so that y'all could all be in the same place and see each other and comment to one another. Yeah, notice that too. Another other comments. I'm sure if I hadn't projected her comment on the screen, Vibes Queen, you'd be like, "Who are you talking to? There's nobody else in here except for me." That's funny. Yes. So I should mention that I'm simulcasting, guys, both on my Absolute Venus channel and my Venus East channel. So if you are subscribed to both, you probably got one or more notifications that I was going live. So either way, right? I know you probably was like, Vibes Queen. I don't see a vibe. Wait, she's on the screen, or comments on the screen, but I don't see her in the chat. So yeah, DMB, if you want to come on over to Venus East instead of being on my Absolute Venus side, or you could stay on either side because I can see you guys' comments. I'll just be able to see your trivia answers faster if everybody is on the Venus East side. Nina Vixen, welcome in. How are you doing? So glad to have you here today. As you come in, please do hit that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And with that, Vibes Queen has leveled up to level 2. The longer you stay, the more you interact with your fellow creators, the faster you level up. So thank you guys so much for hanging in and hanging out. Awesome. Batissimo obviously welcomes you in and then lets you know what level you're on. If you ever want to know what level you're on during the chat at any time, you could just type in exclamation point rank. The little ticker below is telling you exclamation point rank to check your level in the chat at any time. Awesome, Nan. Trey is in the house. Welcome in, guys. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for being on the planet. Really appreciate you guys. As you come in, please do hit that thumbs up. And if there's folks in here you have not met up yet, please do meet each other up. Thank you for being on the planet. Awesome. So glad you guys are here. So in a few minutes, we're going to get started with some trivia. So before I start asking the trivia questions, have any of you traveled to Vegas before? That's where I'm at, Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have some Las Vegas trivia, but I just want to make sure and see whether you guys have been to Vegas before. You might know something about the city or if we should just do some other trivia, some movie trivia or something like that. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's see. Yep, we got Vibes Queen, we got DMV Diamond Diva over on the Venus East side, Nay and Trey. If you want to come on over to my Venus East channel, that'll be cool because the on my phone, that's the channel I'm gonna be looking at for the trivia answers. Oh, that's okay. Either way, we can multitask and look here and look there too. So either way, it's fine. Thank you for sharing it out because I need viewers on both channels. So that's awesome. So Vibes Queen has never been to Vegas. Has anybody else been to Vegas or not been to Vegas? Because if not, if we don't have any folks that's been to Vegas, the trivia questions might be kind of hard because you kind of got to know what certain places look like to be able to answer those questions. So instead, we'll just do some movie trivia if you guys want to do that. So you let me know. Oh, awesome. You're going to Vegas, so we should do some Vegas trivia so you can see the insides of some of the places here. So I'm assuming you're staying on the Strip. That'll be awesome. Some folks stay downtown Las Vegas and on the Strip too. So I hope you have lots and lots of fun. It was funny because we moved before we moved here. We had only been here one time. My husband and I, we actually got married here. So it was cool to visit for a second time. But the second time we were visiting, we were looking for a place that we were going to move into as well. So it was kind of a crazy trip to find and secure the place that we were going to move in before we got here. So that was the second trip. Awesome. You're staying on the Strip. Very cool. Very cool. The first time we stayed here, we stayed at the Mandalay Bay. And that was like, what is that, 13 years ago? And then, or 14 years ago. And then when we came here the most recent time, we stayed at the Paris Hotel, and that was really fun. The whole decor, and then the Paris Hotel has the Eiffel Tower, the legs of the Eiffel Tower going through the lobby. So that was really cool, really fun. Okay, so we could get started with the trivia. I'm not sure how many folks we have on either side. I think we got 2 people on the Absolute Venus side and 2 people on the Venus East side. But I'm gonna show the first picture of one of the places here and see if you guys know what this is. So I'm gonna show you. Okay, thank you, Vibes. I'm glad you're hanging in here, even though you're with family. I really appreciate that. Okay, so here's the first picture, guys. Can you tell by just a few letters that's there what that could be? It's a casino. It's a hotel and casino. Right, Oprah, right? It kind of looks like that. That's funny. It's close though, but no, not Oprah's Casino. Have any of you heard of Harrah's? Harrah's Casino, Harrah's. Is Harrah's Casino. And they have Harrah's casinos elsewhere. They have one in Illinois where I'm originally from, Chicago, Illinois. It's one in a suburb of Illinois, or of Chicago, suburb of Chicago, called Joliet. So they're at Harrah's Casino. There's Harrah's casinos in various places. So Okay, so that's that one. Let's go to this one. It's like a fancy lobby, and I could give you guys some hints of where this might be. But it's a famous lobby of another hotel, and this hotel is like higher end, and they used to have boxing matches there. I'm not sure if they still do. I think they still do. So I could give you guys a hint. This one is named the same as a famous salad that you would have in a restaurant. It's a type of dressing, a type of salad, and the hotel and casino is named after that. The person that all these things are named after. Awesome, I'm still here, guys. Just chilling out, and I know these are hard for those that have not been to Vegas. So we'll probably in a little bit do the movie trivia instead because it's like I don't know if I haven't been there. I don't kind of know. So we'll hold off on these. I wonder if Marcos Eats and Angel Lives will be um, joining us because they're from Vegas, and I'm curious to see if they know where some of these places are that I'm showing you guys as well. Awesome. Awesome. What places do you have scheduled to visit while you're here? And do you gamble? Are you excited about going to any of the casinos? Are you a food person? You into the buffets? What are you excited to do most when you get here? Ooh, yeah, Hell's Kitchen. I haven't been there yet, and I'm such a fan of Chef Ramsay and the show in general. I need to get there. That's crazy. We've been here in Vegas for about 6 months now, so we haven't gotten everywhere. But yeah, that's definitely a place that I want to see and have dinner. It looks really fun. Excellent. Well, you'll be here in person, but there's some really cool Vegas bloggers. This guy named Derek, All You Can Vegas. So if you are still looking for places to go, he's like review every single buffet restaurant you can think of. So he would be a good channel to check out as well. And then the other one, which one was I gonna say? Not Leaving Las Vegas, and I think his name is Steven. And he talks about all of the casinos, some of the places to eat, just how Vegas life is in general, news and happenings that's going on in Vegas. So he's a good channel to check out as well. Yeah, definitely. I moved from Chicago, so definitely loving the weather, just a different vibe. I like it a lot. My husband, he's very into being outdoors, riding his motorcycle and stuff like that. So he definitely loves the weather aspect. It's just generally I love it. Even though we've only been here for a short time, I love it a lot. And we volunteer. My son and I just finished volunteering for an organization called Spread the Word Nevada, and I'm going to continue to volunteer with them. It's just a really cool vibe I get from the people here in general, so I like it. And in terms of it being expensive, it can be. I think that the cost of like real estate and like renting places has gone up by a huge amount in the last few years, or at least that's what I'm hearing from locals that have been here for a longer time than I have, because of folks coming in from California or larger cities and things, and used to paying higher prices for things. So it's just a higher demand, and thus the prices has gone up in recent years. In terms of food and things, I think it's comparatively speaking similar to what it was in Chicago. It's just interesting because some things that I'm used to being able to eat and get at a reasonable price on a regular basis are more expensive here, like fish and seafood and things. Um, but generally, I think things are similar. Now, this is a much smaller city than Chicago, so in comparison, you're probably like, why doesn't it cost less for certain things to live here? But I don't know, certain things cost more or are similar, and some things seem to cost a little bit more with that. But the challenge is the economy and the job market. I noticed that a lot of things here, the job market here pays lower in general salaries, wages, and things than in Chicago. So that's just something, depending on what city you're from, to look at the comparison there, because obviously the more money you have, the more you can afford where you're going. And that is in line with what job you might be able to take and things. But everybody's experience is different. But I think that would be the only thing that would be challenging, is to relocate from here if you're not going to stay with the company that you're with, and finding something new that you might get a little bit of sticker shock there, because what you got paid where you are before, if it's a larger city, will probably be less when you come here. It just depends on what your profession is, though. So Is it always hot here? Good question. For a majority of the year it's warm. For 2 to 3 months of the year it's extremely hot, and then it's bearable hot the rest of the year. So for a little bit of perspective, we moved here in August. So July and August are the warmest months in Vegas, and it gets like to triple digit temperatures. So on any given day, it'll be 110 degrees, 108 degrees, or whatever for those 2 months. After that, it starts to cool off. So September, it gets milder, like in the 90s or whatever, and goes down from there. About October, November, it's super decent. Like you might November, December have to start wearing a jacket, but not really. Even here in the heart of winter, elsewhere here, I went outside with a t-shirt and a jacket on. I went to the gym today, so I had a t-shirt, workout clothes, and a jacket on, and it was totally fine. I don't really need my jacket on, that sort of thing. So it's like upper 60s, 70s, 80s at times. It just kind of fluctuates a little bit. So no, it's not deathly hot here the whole time, but it's just warm. Like you don't really need to wear a jacket. I mean, if you're out at night or early in the morning, the temperatures do fluctuate quite a bit between morning to noon, and then maybe after when the sun's going down at night, it'll get chillier, so you'll need to wear a jacket then. But during the day, pretty much not. I don't really wear maybe you wear a long sleeve of hoodie here and there, but it's super nice. So that's a super difference from where I came from. In Chicago, it will be bundled up starting in November and not unbundle until way into the spring because it'll still be chilly and rainy and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely a welcome change. To bring the spend, well, you'll have to definitely bring some to eat. The food, obviously, because Vegas attracts a lot of tourism. The prices of food and meals is going to be a good amount depending on where you want to go. So per person, I'll probably bank on $30 to $40 a person, depending if you're going to go sit down and have drinks and a meal and all of that. So just plan by your meals, and then if you're going to gamble a little, you'll need some pocket money for that. If you're renting a car, cool. However, there's parking fees and stuff like that. So not sure if you want to rent a car or not. It just depends on where you're going and all of that. If you're driving places elsewhere than your hotel and all that stuff, you have to pay for parking certain places. If you're gonna Uber it, obviously you gotta have, your Uber budget ready for that. But it just depends on, how much, if you want to shop too. There's a lot of shops here. Definitely in the Bellagio higher end shops and Caesar's Palace, they're shopping everywhere. So it just depends on what you want to see. And then there's shows and things. Not sure if you want to catch a show and all that. So it obviously the sky's the limit, but what you feel comfortable with in terms of your budget. How long are you staying here? Okay, you're from Cincinnati. I traveled back and forth to Ohio for my last job, but I only got to Cleveland, so I didn't get to visit Cincinnati. Yeah, the weather now, it's usually sunny. Today it wasn't sunny. It was like kind of chilly and rainy, but again, it still wasn't cold. It was just more dreary, no sun out. But it usually is in the 70s, 60s to 70s during the day. So you might want to bring a light jacket with you, but majority of the time, I don't think you'll really needed unless you're going to be out after the sun sets, which you probably will some, or early in the morning when it's kind of chilly. Is it hot in Florida? Yes. Are you enjoying it? Do you love the warm weather? I love the warm weather, so I was like, bring it on, bring the sun back on a regular basis so it'll be even warmer here. Now, I'm not, you know, trying to rush the triple digit temperatures here, but yeah, I do like it warmer where I've been. Awesome. That's very cool. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sure I am on my end as well. I'll double check that. But yeah, I love it here, guys. So you let me know, Nina, how you like it when you come to visit. Is this your first time coming here? You know, because I hadn't visited the city very many times before we moved here. So oh, okay. Oh man, you gotta go come in and go back so fast. Well, yeah, you will definitely still have fun too, because on the days you'll be here, like that's peak time. So it'll be jumping on Thursday, Friday, definitely. Hopefully you don't have to run right to the airport on Friday, but you'll definitely get some good sightseeing in with those few days that you have. Awesome, family. I'm going to jump off here. I thank you for being here and hanging out with me. I might get on one more time, but I gotta get going with dinner and all that with family. So I might jump back on a little later, and then hopefully, if we have some more folks join us, we can have trivia at that time as well too. So I still got the questions all queued up. But if I don't come back on, Nina, you definitely have safe travels tomorrow and enjoy your time while you're here. That was awesome. I'll be looking forward to you doing your vlog, your live stream from here when you get here. And you got to let me know how Hell's Kitchen was and all that awesome stuff. So I definitely thank you guys for being here. And I will see you soon, whether it's this evening or tomorrow in general. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you soon. And until next time, be well and peace, family, and happy eating.